Hello, come on in. Good timing actually. Grab a biscuit and let's stuff my wallet together for the week ahead. So I have $860 for the week. Let's count it. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 650, 670, 690, 710, 730, 750, 770, 780, 790. 800, 810, 820, 830, 840, 850, 855, 860. Second guessing myself there, but yes, $860 to stuff. So let's get started. Beginning with the weekly direct debits because these come out every week, so the money has to be there, and that's why it's empty. So I need $400 for my rent. 400. Okay. The home insurance is $10. Then we have my transportation. I did use the bus a couple of times, so there's only $10 in the pot, but I like to keep a bit more. So $10 going in. Okay. And now the sinking funds for the essentials. These are the bills that come up every few months or even every year. So my power bill, I am using about $30 of power each week because I can log into the account and see. But I had a few weeks where I didn't put anything in, so I'm trying to build up that buffer to make sure that all the money will be there when the bill comes due. So 45 going in there. Let's just see how much is already in there. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 135. That's good. That makes me feel good about the bill. Not going to wipe me out that week. Okay. Same with the water. I'll probably use about 15, but I'm a little bit behind, so I'm adding 20. Let's see how much is in there. 20, 40, 60. That's a good start. I like feeling prepared. And the phone bill, which costs me about $10 a week in usage, but if I need extra data for my allowance, I may use a little bit more. So I'm adding a little bit more here. I'm going to put 15 in. Okay. So it's a good start there for my bill. That's more than enough. It's $40 for a recharge. Now, if I haven't recharged during this coming week, I won't add anything the following week because the money's already there. Okay. Then my home insurance, which I'm paying by the week at the moment, but next year I'd like to have the money set aside to pay it in full and save myself quite a bit of money. So I'm adding an extra 10 to build that up. There's only 20 in there at the moment, 30 altogether. Okay. My personal and health and personal care, I'm not adding enough and I know that, but that's something that will happen once I finish buying furniture for the house. So at the moment, just adding 10 so that at least I'm getting somewhere. Okay, then we have the weekly discretionary, which is the cash that I carry in my purse for my food shopping. Now this week, we actually had a really good week because we've got so much staple food in the house already that I only spent 60. So I'm only going to add 60 to build it up to 100. There we go, that's $100 altogether for my food shopping. Okay, and these are the discretionary sinking funds. Expenses that we know come up from time to time, but they're not on a set schedule, and the amount might not even be fixed. So for clothing, Little Miss 2 and I have plenty of clothing right now, so that's a future expense, and at the moment I'm only adding a little bit to top that up. If I have a really good week, I might add more. Okay, and then we have birthdays and gifts, and I decided to add 20 each week. So that makes 50 altogether in there. and the rest is ha ha ha, which is including all the major purchases and the big goals, which I haven't set out in stone just yet. We still do have expenses, like I said, things like we still need some linens, we still need bits and pieces for the house, and it's I didn't really spend much, you know, being the week between Christmas and New Year. I didn't really go out. We had some relaxing time at home, so that's all just been kept from the previous week rather, and we're adding extra to it, so 150 extra going in. See how much is there altogether. 100, 200, 350, 370, 390, 410, 430, $450. That's a good stack to help us finish furnishing the home. And once we've done that, we can think about other things like a car. That's probably going to be the next big expense. Or we may go out just to enjoy ourselves for the day or buy something to do together. So there we are. Or who knows, an extra packet of biscuits. Speaking of which, can you get me one? Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.